bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Greetings, everyone, and thank you for joining us on another edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Mark Curtis. We do have another big political race to talk about today, and that is the race for City Council in Walnut Creek. Joining us is one of the candidates, Kish. Good to have you here.
Thanks, Mark. It's good to be here.
Why are you running for this office?
Well, it starts from a personal standpoint. My wife and I both grew up in Walnut Creek, been here since grade school, and now we're raising our 3 kids here. And we've got deep roots in the community. We intend to be here for a long time, and we care a lot about Walnut Creek. And I think it starts there. You know, we've sought many ways to give back. We've been actively involved in the kids' schools and through their sports, and it encouraged me to want to take a step forward to get more involved in the city as a whole. And so the biggest thing I've done is, to date, is I've applied and was appointed to our city's Transportation Commission. Been there for some time, and it's wanted me to make an even larger contribution.
When you look out the window every day at your community, what do you see as the 2 or 3 big issues that you really want to get your hands around if elected to this office?
Yeah, you know, Walnut Creek is in such great shape as it is. We've built a tremendous quality of life and a wonderful balance. We've got a really vibrant economy. And we use the resources that brings to make tremendous investments in our neighborhoods. So the biggest thing that I want to do, Mark, is I want to continue with that quality of life and really focus on the balance between our economic vitality and investing in our neighborhoods, investing in things that matter to our residents, to parks and trails and open space and facilities that promote our arts and our culture. And I want to make a difference with regard to our schools, too. It's something that really matters so much at the local level. You know, I'm the only candidate in the race. I'd be the only person on the city council with school-age kids. And that's a perspective that's very important to me and something I would bring a real sense of urgency to.
What other specific skills or attributes or qualities do you have that perhaps, in your mind, puts you head and shoulders above the other candidates running for the race?
Yeah, I think that I've got really well-rounded experience. My wife and I are director of the Woodland swim team in our neighborhood, and that, along with the kids' involvement, has given us a really deep connection to the community and appreciation for where the community and the neighborhoods are. In my day job, I work in the mobile technology space. I've been in this space for 13 years. I run a sales unit for Sandisk Corporation now. So I know what the rigors are of managing the financial targets, managing people, manage a budget, and being around technology. So I want to bring that business experience to this as well. And now, as chair of our Transportation Commission, I really have a solid foundation of what's going on in our city, what are the issues, and how do we move it forward. So I think it's that breadth of experience that makes me qualified and makes me feel encouraged to go forward.
Let's talk about the budget issues for a moment, because it's something every governmental entity, well, every family and every business is facing too, with a downturn in the U.S. economy.
Sure.
And perhaps with no sign of an upturn coming soon. So, you know, traditionally politicians are faced with cutting staff, cutting services, or the flip side of the coin, raising fees or even raising taxes, which is never a popular thing to do. How would you handle the current fiscal situation in terms of the budget for Walnut Creek?
Yeah, it's a really important question. You know, the good news that we start off with is that Walnut Creek has been managed so effectively well for the last 25 years because we've built such a strong commercial center and our property values have been so high that we start from a position of real financial strength. We're unique. We've operated in the black. We now have over $100 million investment portfolio because we've saved and been very prudent. So the first thing I would say is I'm going to continue that fiscal disciplined approach, a long-term view to our budgeting. It is true that in the last several years our sales tax have flattened a little bit. Our property tax have flattened. So we are going to have to tighten our belt. We are going to have to look at our expenses, look for operational efficiencies, work with our employees to try to see how we can reduce costs. We are going to have to make some tough choices, things that I have to do every day in business, so I'm prepared to do it. So I'll bring a disciplined approach, but the good news is that we have such a vital economy now. We're in good shape, and we'll continue to be.
All right, we wish you the best of luck. Let me mention your website. It's kishrajan.com.
That's correct.
Candidate for City Council, Walnut Creek. Good luck on the campaign.
Mark,
Kish.
thanks for the time. It was nice talking with you.
Thanks for being with us, and thank you for joining us today on Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Mark Curtis.